And when I say stars, our sun is a star. Every star has some planets. Our star, the sun, has 9 planets. Some may have 20 planets, some may have 1 planet, some may not have 20 planets. But we're just counting the stars because we can see the stars.
My name is Ria, and we just attended a talk at the Aldona Institute about climate change, which was hosted by the Lions Club and the Leo Club of Aldona. We heard Mr. Savio Fonseca talk about climate change. He basically gave us the history of the Earth and how unique our planet is, and then talked about how threatened the planet is by climate change. It was a really interesting talk because he not only gave us a lot of information about the causes and impacts of climate change, he also told us how on an international level as well as on a personal level we can take actions to reduce climate change and save our planet.
It seems to be a global issue now. So how do you look at it?
Sorry?
It is a global issue now, climate change.
Yeah. Yeah, you should ask Mr. Fonseca these questions. But if we're looking at climate change, it is a global issue, and I think one of the really good ways in which you can take action is to hold your elected representatives accountable for the promises they make on an international level, because we do have a lot of initiatives and policies in place for combating climate change at a national and international level. And at an individual level, at least if we hold our governments accountable and hold them responsible for the promises they make, we have some chance of combating this.
As a common man like you and me, how can we be a part of this?
As a common man, I think it's really good to keep yourself aware, and Mr. Fonseca gave us a lot of options like reducing concrete, allowing natural environments to thrive around us, etc. that we can take on an individual level to combat climate change. But I really do think it's a problem that can seem really big, and so educating yourself is the first step to combating it.
I did a talk on climate change, explaining what is the origins of our planet and what is climate change exactly, the causes, and the mitigation steps which have been recommended to overcome climate change, and more importantly, what as individuals we can do to arrest climate change.
It seems to be a global issue now. How do you look at it?
Yes, it is a global issue. And on a positive point, all the countries have come together through the Kyoto Protocol and the Paris Agreement. And India has made significant commitments at Glasgow in 2021 about how it is going to move ahead and combat climate change.
There have been so many summits organized at the international level to resolve this. Do you think there will be go ahead solution?
India has committed a lot of done as already pledges, and if you look at railways, they have already promised 100% electrification of the broad gauge lines, and they have achieved already 80% of electrification. Plus, railways have reduced 50% of diesel consumption. As far as the electric consumption, we are moving towards more solar power. India is producing around 300 gigawatts of power, and they have already by 2030 promised that additional power generation will only come through solar generation.
So what was the response?
Very encouraging, very encouraging. And I think a lot of people don't have a clear idea what is climate change. So one of the objectives was only to education and information about what is climate change.
Is government doing enough to bring awareness about this?
So my concept here was, my talk was on information and education. We should not go into a more analysis or opinion. And the question what you asked is about information, about analysis and opinion, which I'm not able to go. Everybody should get together and combat climate change.
So we are on the right track.
Yes, we are. It's a very encouraging track, and I think we can go forward with what is this. And most important is to get people together as what is climate change.
Do you think it's on the right time or late that we are aware?
We are very late. We are very late. There's already an impact about climate change which I displayed here, what is happening. Already around 60 or 70% of Arctic ice has melted. There's impact on biodiversity around the world, but still we have a chance.
Hi guys, my name is Saloni Mandrekar and I am at Aldona Institute and I am part of Leo Club of Aldona. So today we had a talk basically on climate change, and these plants were also distributed, many medicinal plants. So I learned many things over here and I came across many concepts, and I'll definitely share this information to all of my other friends. And I would like to thank you, the chief guest. He have really presented a good talk and I will definitely learn many things about it. Thank you.
What is the plans distribution?
Pardon?
What is the plans that they give you?
They give basically medicinal plants. Some of them are fruits, and like this is green custard apple, and that was आमचे cheese म्हणटा पळय. Some Goa, many of them. Yeah. Papaya, yes.
Okay, my name is Alvito De Silva and I am the president of Lions Club of Aldona. Today we have organized this program called Environment and Climate Change. The Lions Club of Aldona is very much concerned about the environment and what is happening around us. Aldona and the surrounding villages are known for their natural beauty, and it is now seen that many things are happening which are not very favorable for the environment, and the future is looking very grim unless we intervene and bring a halt to what is happening. So today's program, we had brought a famous speaker on the subject, Savio Fonseca. Savio Fonseca is a renowned conservationist and also an author on the book The Birds of Goa. So he was able to deliver the talk, which was almost for 2 hours, on what are the reasons for the changes that are having in the environment and what we can do to intervene and to stop what is happening. So we also had brought some medicinal plants and some fruit plants so that people could carry them home and plant them in their gardens and contribute towards the generation of oxygen. Now my request to the people is, the earth and the environment is changing. So it is time that we change too. We change to bring about reduction in our carbon footprints. We change to change our lifestyle. We change to get actively involved in the saving the environment and the climate. I also request the villagers to actively get involved in the biodiversity management of their village. Each village panchayat has a biodiversity management committee. So get yourself involved in the biodiversity management of your village and you can save your village through that. Thank you.